Spring 2026 is here, and this is about to go crazy for anime fans. We're talking brand new adaptations, legendary manga finally getting their moment, and one remake that might divide the entire anime community. From dark fantasy masterpieces to psychological mind games, this season is stacked with shows that could easily become your next favorite. So grab your watch list, because here are the top 10 most anticipated new anime of April 2026. Kicking off the list at number 10, we've got Yuusha no Rokkotsu. But this is not your average isekai. Our MC didn't get reincarnated as a hero, didn't become a demon lord. Bro became the rib of an overpowered harem protagonist. Yeah, we're starting the season with this level of madness. And it doesn't stop there. This anime said normal animation is boring and pulled up with stop-motion, puppet theater, and even live-action scenes. Like at this point, they're just flexing creativity. Plus, you've got this cold, low-key, savage goddess who keeps throwing the MC into more and more cursed situations like it's a game. This could either be a hidden masterpiece or the kind of show you watch at 2 a.m. and question your entire life. And it's officially dropping on April 8th, 2026 on Crunchyroll. Coming at hot number 9, we've got Marriage Toxin. Hikaru Gero is an elite assassin from the Poison Masters family. When his own family orders his sister to produce an heir to continue the bloodline, even if it's by force, to protect her, he makes a bold decision. He'll get married himself. Yeah, problem solved, right? Nope, bro has zero riz. That's when he meets Mei Kinosaki, a genius marriage scammer, who just happens to be his next target. But instead of eliminating her, he asks her to help him find a wife. So now it's a deadly assassin plus a scammer trying to speedrun marriage. What could possibly go wrong? With dark family drama, action, and that fake love turned real vibe, this one's definitely going to be a wild ride. And it's starting on April 7th, 2026, streaming on Crunchyroll. At number 8, we've got KillBlue. And yeah, this is another Hitman anime, but with a completely different vibe. Juzo Oogami is a legendary assassin with a perfect record. But after a mission, he gets stung by a mysterious wasp and wakes up as a 13-year-old kid. Yeah, bro got downgraded mid-career. And before he can even react, his boss goes, "Cool, now go infiltrate a middle school." Like, what? So now he's living a double life, acting like a normal student on the outside, but still a deadly hitman underneath. Except now he has to deal with classes, classmates, and teenage chaos, while other assassins are actively trying to take him out. And it's starting on April 11th, 2026. Coming in at number 7, we've got KilledAgain, Mr. Detective. Sakuya Otsuki is trying to become a great detective like his father. But there's one problem. Every time he gets involved in a case, he ends up as the murder victim. Yeah, bro doesn't solve crimes, he dies in them. But somehow, he keeps waking up again with his assistant Lilithia, trying to figure out what actually happened. It's got a mix of detective mystery, time loop tension, and dark humor that keeps you hooked, while also making you question what's actually going on. And it already released on April 3rd, 2026, and streaming on Crunchyroll. Sliding in at number 6, we've got Liar Game. And this one isn't about fights or flashy powers. This is pure psychological warfare. Meet Now, a girl so brutally honest that lying isn't even an option for her, which, in a game built entirely on deception, is basically a death sentence. One wrong move, one moment of trust, and you're done. After getting completely scammed, she's pushed into a corner, until she meets Shinichi Akiyama, a genius con artist fresh out of prison. Every round feels like a high-stakes chess match. The strategies get crazier, the betrayals hit harder, and the tension just keeps climbing. Now the real question is, can a pure-hearted girl and a master manipulator actually outplay a world full of liars? And this mind-bending battle kicks off on April 7th, 2026, streaming on Crunchyroll. By the way, if you're enjoying the list so far, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Anime Senpai for more insane anime recommendations and the latest upcoming anime updates. It seriously helps the channel grow. Also, let me know in the comments, which anime are you most excited for this season? Alright, let's keep going. At number 5, we've got Petals of Reincarnation. Imagine gaining powers from your past life. Not just any life, but from legendary figures who shaped history. Yeah, we're talking about people inheriting abilities from the likes of geniuses, warriors, and icons from history. We are following Toya, a useless guy with no future. But his life totally changes when he meets Haito, a calm, skilled kendo champion, who can unlock terrifying abilities from her past lives using something called the Stem of Reincarnation. Sounds cool, right? But here's the catch. To activate it, you have to slit your throat. Yeah, this isn't power, this is a gamble with your life. And now she wants Toya to join her. With intense fights, dark themes, and high-stakes abilities, this one could go hard if adapted properly. And it already released on April 3rd, 2026, streaming on High Dive. At number 4, we should be talking about Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star. The original? Absolute legend. Raw fights, iconic moments, it's a classic for a reason. But the remake? Yeah, that CGI just ain't it. It looks totally disgusting. Honestly, just go watch the OG. Which is why, let's talk about what actually deserves your time. Mao. From the creator of Inuyasha, this one brings that classic dark fantasy energy back. Curses, mystery, and a story that slowly pulls you deeper the more you watch. It's got that old school feel, but with a modern touch, and the atmosphere alone makes it stand out. If you're into supernatural stories with a darker tone and strong storytelling, yeah, this is the one you should be watching instead. And it already released on April 4th, 2026, streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu. Before we get into the top 3, let's take a quick look at some shoutouts that are also looking really promising this season. Coming at top number 3, we have Daemons of the Shadow Realm. From the legendary creator of Full Metal Alchemist comes a brand new dark fantasy story. The series follows twins who possess mysterious powers connected to supernatural beings known as demons, creatures that exist between the human world and the Shadow Realm. Because of their connection to these beings, the twins quickly become targets of powerful organizations and dangerous enemies. With its mix of mystery, action, and supernatural fantasy, and a strong manga already behind it, this anime has the potential to become one of the biggest fantasy hits of the decade. And it already released on April 4th, 2026, streaming on Crunchyroll. Runner-up at number 2, we've got Snowball Earth. Tetsuo is just a shy kid whose only real friend is a giant robot named Yukio. Together they fight against deadly alien monsters, becoming humanity's last hope. After years of fighting, it all leads to one final mission in space: to end everything. But the plan fails. Yukio is lost, and Tetsuo is left drifting in space for years. When Tetsuo finally returns to Earth, it's no longer the world he left behind. The entire planet is frozen, turned into a lifeless world called Snowball Earth. And now, the real question isn't about winning anymore. It's about what actually happened after he was gone. With mystery, survival, and emotional weight, this one hits way deeper than you expect. And it already released on April 3rd, 2026, streaming on Crunchyroll. Lastly, at number 1, we have Hat Atelier. This has been one of the most anticipated fantasy adaptations for years. The story follows a young girl named Coco who dreams of becoming a witch, even though in her world, magic is supposed to be something you're born with, not something you can learn. But after accidentally discovering the secret behind magic, Coco causes a terrible accident that changes her life forever, and she is taken in by a mysterious witch who begins training her. With its beautiful world building and detailed magic system, fans are especially excited to see how the anime adapts the manga's stunning art style. It starts airing on April 6th, 2026, streaming on Crunchyroll, and if the adaptation delivers, this could easily become one of the anime of the year. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 most anticipated new anime of April 2026. If you're hyped for this year's lineup, make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out the next video on your screen. Trust me, You don't want to miss what's coming next. I'll catch you in the next one.